That's a rich fantasy. Let's just enjoy that thought for a moment. Greetings, you grinning demons. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG, where today I'm joined by Crim.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for the grinning demons. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. And because we're here to open the first pack of Magic you ever bought, if I'm
this is with my own real dollary dues.
Yeah, Onslaught.
Yeah.
Which we sourced the packs for the. We're coming to you from MagicCon Chicago, and we sourced these packs from the show floor. And M10 was the hardest to find because why would people bring M10 to MagicCon to sell? But Onslaught was the most expensive.
Oh, okay, hold on. First off, it wasn't expensive when I was a kid, okay? It was like $3.
Of course it wasn't expensive when you were a kid. Here, open a pack of Onslaught. Let's talk about some cards.
I don't even
It's an expert set.
Well, I wouldn't know if I ever took that to heart, but I will say that this is a very sentimental feeling of touching this pack again.
Right?
Because I saved my lunch money to buy booster packs. So when I say my real dollary dues, it's not like I had a job. I was like a middle schooler, so I was just getting... okay. All right, so shall we go through some of these very old cards that I loved? You know, I love Morph because of this. I think this is a hot take or something, because a lot of people don't like the idea of the face down cards.
I like Morph.
I love Morph. Sure, Mega Morph, maybe they could have renamed it, but Charging Slate back.
What's that?
4 and a red beast, relevant because back then you had a lot of beast synergies. It's a 4/3 and it can't block and it has Morph. 4 and a red. You can flip this bad boy face up.
It's a 4/3 for 5 that can't block.
I mean, look, okay, it's a wild time. All right,
Bro,
it's the beast synergy. The beast synergy probably mattered more because you had ether charge. Yeah. Okay. Choking Tethers.
Okay, I'm familiar with Choking Tethers.
3 and a blue, instant, tap up to 4 target creatures, cycling 1 blue, and when you cycle Choking Tethers, you may tap target creature.
There was definitely some time when Choking Tethers was reprinted, because I've played with it, but not in this frame.
Yes. My answer to you is yes, Graham, because I do not know. Wait, I didn't even know this was reprinted. What?
25. Masters 25.
The birdies have told us Masters 25 reprinted this?
And Jumpstart.
And Jumpstart? Okay.
Anything is viable in Jumpstart.
I mean, cycling was another one of the archetypes that was supported in this. You had so many cool cycling enchantments and synergies.
Love to cycle.
Oh, but Taunting Elf, 1 green, 0/1. Just an elf. All creatures able to block Taunting Elf do so. This, I thought, I played this incorrectly as a kid. I'm gonna let you know this right now. I played this very wrong.
How did you play it?
I made it so that everything that could block it had to block it. Right. So that include the tap things. So I just was like, all right, I'm gonna giant growth kill your tap creature. I'm like, huh? I obviously broke the rules,
right.
But I
it's
was
the able to that you were like,
Again, selective reading is a very real thing, Graham.
Hey, everyone has the selective reading when we're learning to play Magic.
Yeah, exactly. And elves, another supported archetype. So it actually got pumped through random things as well.
All right.
Now here's the artwork I love. Naturally, edgy kid, you know, all the eyeliner, eyeshadow, Liberty spikes, everything. Haunted Cadaver.
Ooh.
3 and a black. It's a zombie. Whenever Haunted Cadaver deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice it. If you do, that player discards 3 cards from their hand. Morph, 1 and a black.
I'm impressed that it still deals the damage, because I would expect this to be one of those ones where it's like, if it's not blocked, you can sacrifice it, and it doesn't deal any damage, but instead they discard. But this is much better than that.
Damage was on the stack. when this was a thing. So that is exactly why. And I remember that's why Exalted Angel, the first big card I saved money for, that was so nuts back then.
Sweet.
Another cycling card, Renewed Faith. 2 and a white, instant. You gain 6 life. Cycle it for 1 and a white, you gain 2 life.
This one was reprinted in Amonkhet.
This was actually an Amonkhet, yes, I remember this.
It's got Gideon on it, and this one's got
Gerard. This has generic white soldier creature.
Oh, okay.
I don't think there's actually a legendary on this.
No, you're right. You're right. I looked more closely, and I don't think that's a person that we know.
There's a cleric. I know there's a cleric.
Yep.
So, because that was a big supported archetype as well, black-white clerics.
This guy looks so happy that his arm is broken.
Well, he's gaining. He's
renewing his faith.
Yeah, look at that. 6 life.
We can do it.
I mean, can you
gonna
even
be okay.
gain 6 life? Was that a good card still to this day in a 20 life format?
No.
No. Okay. Would you play anything here?
Well, not the beast that can't block.
Okay. Well, take that part. It's a beast.
I mean, Taunting Elf might be. Let's see how the rest of the pack goes. Then I'll make a decision.
What about a good old Demystify? 1 white instant, destroy target enchantment.
Only 1 white? Okay.
I mean,
I'm listening.
I think it's actually still really good right now. I would still play that.
Enchantments are getting much better now.
Yeah.
So, we're on an upswing.
Yeah. And on top of that, I feel like most of the stuff I see now is more restricted. It's like, only 2 or mana costs like 3 or less or something for 1. But that's okay, because now we've got Break Open.
Oh, thank God. We've got Break Open.
Yeah, I know. You were worried. 1 in a red, instant, turn target face down creature and opponent controls face up. Remove your trap card. You're not doing anything. I now know what your morph does.
That's like, there's so many creatures now that do stuff when they unmorph this is a net negative to do this to your opponent's creatures.
Why wouldn't I pay 2 mana, discard a card to help you unmorph?
Yeah, especially since normally it's like, okay, I've got to keep up 7 mana so I can flip my wild morph creature, and your opponent's like, I'm just going to pay 2 and do it for you. And you're like,
wow,
cool.
Nice of you.
I make 3 tokens, you discard a card. Like, this is just so bad now. Like, I don't think it was great then, but it's very bad now.
But this is a 4 mana card because now they have Ward 2. So you'd also have to pay the Ward.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, fair enough.
Ixidor's Will. 2 in a blue, instant, counter target spell, unless his controller pays 2 for each wizard in play. Now this is a Magic card I also remember.
Okay.
Because I loved Ixidor, and I also love the Wizards, just whole supported archetype here.
Is Ixidor the one that turns everything face down?
Yeah. You can for 5 mana. And it also pumps face down creatures, I think. And it's a 5 mana 3/4.
But if they're face down, they're not wizards.
Look, okay, but you know that it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. This is cool, though. I like this.
He will sit them to face up, I guess.
All right.
I think Wizards was one of the coolest archetypes because you had Void Mage Prodigy and all that as well.
Yeah.
But hey, I know this was reprinted. Barkhide Mauler.
Ooh.
4 and a green. It's a beast and has cycling for just 2 generic, and it's a 4/4.
Okay.
I think this was reprinted, right, in a core set. Or am I wrong?
Sure. It sounds like something that could be reprinted.
Yeah.
It's a 4/4 for 5, cycling 2.
Yeah, that seems fair.
It can block. Yeah, no, it seems good.
Screeching Buzzard.
Okay.
3 in a black. A bird, and it's flying. Whenever Screeching Buzzard's put into a graveyard from play, each opponent discards a card from his or her hand.
Discard from hand.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but this has got to go from graveyard to play. It's not even on ETB. So
so it's when it dies.
Yeah,
right.
When it dies, it does that. I don't know if that's
I think
4
that's
mana.
So it's like 1 more mana than a Windrake. You still get it to get a 2/2 flyer, right?
Yeah.
But then when it dies, they discard a card. But then, when's it gonna die? Are they still gonna have that many cards in hand? It's a face-up trick, right?
It is a face-up trick, and also on top of that, I mean, actually though, flying was even better back then, right? Because there's even less.
That's true.
It's super evasive back then. Dive Bomber, next card, 3 in a white. It's a bird soldier, flying, sack Dive Bomber. It deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creature.
Bird soldier.
So you have to pay 4 mana, wait a turn, so that it can actually tap itself in case.
And sacrifice.
Yeah, you want to sacrifice your flyer to blow up something attacking.
You said damage was on the stack, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, it
That
can block
was
something and then tap.
Pump itself, with
right.
the old Mog Fanatic, whatever trick as well, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that card I think is pretty solid, but still 4 mana. It just seems wild.
Okay,
to read
but
that
now
for.
it's time to be wowed with the uncommons.
Yeah, there's still some bangers in here. So Thunder of Hooves, 3 in a red, sorcery. Thunder of Hooves deals X damage to each creature without flying in each player, where X is the number of beasts in play.
Ah.
That thing that can't block you made fun of, that's a beast, Graham.
Yeah, all right.
So
We've opened 2 beasts so far, that's true. So,
yeah, already.
So this is it's is it Magma Quake? Is that the one that deals X to creatures that can't fly? Yeah.
Red, X, yeah. That's Magma Quake, yeah.
So it's that for 4, but the X is just the number of beasts in play. This also counts their beasts.
And beasts were really good back then, so or at least fun to play in limited. I don't know what was actually good. I I think I owned a single playable deck. They're just cards I liked. Aven Fate Shaper, 6 and a blue.
7 mana.
So this is a 7 mana, 4/5 flyer bird wizard. When Aven Fate Shaper comes into play, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. But wait, 4 and a blue, look at the top 4 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. So for another 5 mana, I can do it again.
I love Bird Wizard, but that's awfully expensive.
7 mana and then 5 more if you want
To just repeat the ETB?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I mean, although, as you say, at this time, which by the way was 2002,
I was in middle school.
A 4/5 flyer.
It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this card 100%. Heedless One.
Ooh.
3 and a green elf avatar, star of course. Trample. Heedless ones, power and toughness are each equal to the number of elves in play. Elves were very, very popular back then. Voice of the Woods, all that. Like you just had all these elf synergies, and this would always be monstrous. And I just remember this on the playground with my friends, getting my face kicked in by green cards at a young age. That's why I despise green cards. And
I think that's at the top of my first pick list at the moment. But
this is really good.
Let's see the rare.
Okay, so the rare of this pack is Weathered Wayfarer. Okay.
Hey, all right.
All right, 1 white, Nomad Cleric. Tap it and pay a white. Search your library for a land card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Play this ability only if an opponent controls more lands than you. We still see this in Commander. This is still played. This is still a very good card. And I also just I have to point out that it is a cleric on top of that. One of the main things I miss about this set is seeing all the cool cleric synergies in black and white. Cabal Archon, you could fling your clerics. You had Rotlung Reanimator. So, and clerics kind of just made zombies. So it did everything that middle school me would love to see in a fantasy game.
Love it. Now that we have the whole pack before us, if you're drafting Onslaught, wouldn't that be, that's a rich fantasy. Let's just enjoy that thought for a moment. Drafting Onslaught. All right. What would you be first picking?
Honestly, I think me back then or me now?
Now.
Me now, I think I'm probably either taking, Heedless One. Seems like it's got a lot of power, just being a 4-mana trampler that can just infinitely grow. But then, of course, I feel like there's got to be something valuable with the fact that this is Thunder of Hooves. Has the ability to remove, keep the board, sweep the board. Although there were lots of birds back then, so actually maybe Thunder of Hooves is bad. Hold on, because there's a lot of flyers back then. So I'm actually going to go with either Heedless One, and I think that's it.
Fair. I think I'm right there with you. I bet Choking Tethers is probably pretty good, just because it seems like a card that would probably be pretty good now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also gonna go with Heedless One and try to wheel this Taunting Elf.
Yeah. Oh my god, if you get to wield the Taunting Elf and then just already there's 2 cards there that kind of just play well together, and we're getting 2 more packs with it. So I would try to draft as many elves as I can.
Sweet.
Trample, Star, it's all you need.
Love it. Terrific. Well, hey, thank you, Crim.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for
letting me
joining us.
open this.
Yeah.
This is so middle school for me. So
that's sweet.
It just feels good to see all these cards and just see the old gorgeous borders in blue and white.
Yeah.
So these cards look gorgeous.
The old frames do carry some amount of nostalgic weight.
Yeah.
Hey, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitch at The Asian Avenger, or just bothering all my co-hosts at MTG Goldfish. So you know how it goes.
Terrific. Well, if you enjoyed the Crack-A-Pack, please support everything that we do here at Loading Ready Run at our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, or becoming a member of this YouTube channel. Until next time, I have been Graham, joined this time by Crim.
Hi.
Thank you all for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye. Sick.
Yeah. Can I have this wrapper?